But I think it's alright. 나 높이 조금 머나먼 먼 곳으로 난 날아가 더 높이 세상 넘어서 우주 밖으로 다 괜찮아 널 위한 내가 여기에 서 있으니 보고 싶은 널 그리며 네 이름을 크게 불러봐 난 날아가 저
Ace, Momo, Raman, Money 먹었어 beef, 피빛, my blink, the old boy, MC Hammer. 전시장에 가면 차려줘 호미처럼 호미 화방 갈 때처럼 나 허기져 Show me the real money, not that money를 안 해 어디서 나한테 사길 꺼내 진짜 모네 모니터가 아닌 벽에 걸려있는 걸로 모작도 다 짜줘 나는 진짜를 원해 탑한테 그림하는 거래 저처럼 깡깡해는 엄청 고르고 고르지 없어 훈련에 밴 벌러 눈 Good afternoon 내 150짜리 라식 눈 큐비가 꺼져 내 눈은 못 속여 여기 씨발 꼴뚜기들도 octopus 얘는 벌써 이름 줄 알아 씨발 난 얘네 아빠 대진 난데 what 펄펄펄스 혹시나 해서 확인해봤어 내 whole universe whole universe 벗겨 백전의 목소리를 웃소리를 입히고 개질을 해봐라 니네 팀 어떤 새끼가 한 발상인지 그것도 애게 날리려나 one more time 펄딱 burst 혹시나 해서 확인해봤지 내 universe your earth whole universe 벗겨 백전의 목소리를 웃소리를 입히고 개질을 해봐라 니네 팀 어떤 새끼가 한 발상인지 그것도 애게 날리려나 fire Ace 모모 라만 많이 먹었어 beef 피빛 my blink the old boy MC Hammer 전시장에 가면 차려줘 호미처럼 호미 화방 갈 때처럼 나 허기져 Show me the real money not that money를 안 해 어디서 나한테 사길 사귈 나랑 사귈 나의 only 자길
Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the sea. Dribbling Balenciaga on my feet. I ain't been asleep in a week. Go run it up, then blow it and repeat. So bad, can't speak. Whispering in her shit. Might give her back to the streets. I always call, I don't need no receipts. Bad from New Orleans. She love me and I barely even know her. Started with a scissors, now I'm boiling. Hit the A, take it to the boiler. Saving all this money, I'm a hoarder. Love her, then you know I got a spoiler. I just turn it around, she spoiling. Even if you want it, can't avoid it. Double R, big Rolls Royce. Made our own way, they ain't sure us. They try to act like they don't know us. They'll be the first to approach us. No loaders. They below us. Been locked in, I'm focused. I'm chosen. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back, she call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash, I'm a spoiler. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on the ocean. Tell A, put the play in motion. Ask me what's I'm a token. I gave you all the extra, that's bonus. All been bogus. If it ain't about money, I ain't going. If it ain't about money, I ain't showing. You a lame, but I know what you about. Ain't no money on Clubhouse. Took a trip to the. He always bless me. Stuff in the car.
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the five for Quinn Snyder right now. Duncan out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Johnson, and it's Jordan in at the three spot. And for the Lakers. And they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Monk is out there with Howard. Now here's Bryant. Second chance shot. Here's Duncan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
And he recovers it. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Duncan.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
No, I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Jordan against James. Doubled by Howard. O'Neal kicks to Jordan. Drills it from outside.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 5 points so far.
And wasn't really a long-distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted.
Now here's James. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. And that time, also a missed shot.
3 straight misses to begin the game, not the start they were hoping for.
Johnson against Westbrook. They double-team Johnson. To the inside. Here's Duncan. Goes back up over Davis. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Jordan. James, and he slams it down right on top of Tim.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Westbrook against Johnson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
San Jose making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Davis. To the paint. Here's Nunn. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And remember, Davis played point guard in high school, showing off the vision there with that nice dime.
Here's Jordan, and Davis sends it back. Jordan kicks to Bryant. And San Jose, another 3.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's San Jose up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from San Jose, what do you guys think?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And so it's the Lakers with it. A 12-point game. So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. Anthony Davis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. Davis, the pass to Reeves. 5 to shoot. Over Bryant. Hits the front of the rim and out. San Jose leading by 12. Over to the wing. Right side, Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook might be the most unique point guard in NBA history. What a great sense for when to fly to the slam.
Davis looking for an opening. Here's the drive. Baseline J on the way. Good as the jump shot falls.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Here's Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got the lead up to 14 now for San Jose. Los Angeles calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers. San Jose also with a sub. Rose is checked in. Rose against Westbrook. He can't get that one. Nice D from Duncan. San Jose leading by 14. And the way Russell Westbrook racks up triple-doubles is just incredible. Does it so often. A testament, Doris, to his strong work ethic.
I mean, this guy plays with such competitive spirit on both ends of the floor. Russell is relentless. He will sacrifice his body, and his teammates appreciate the effort he gives every single night.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Yeah, and if you're going to give Brian a lane to the rim, then you deserve to get dunked on. You know how tenacious he is when penetrating inside.
Here's Westbrook. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Westbrook's got his first points in this one, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
And Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Pass to Monk. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's DJ with the rebound. San Jose leading by 18. 16 seconds left now here in the second. There's the dish to Duncan. Rose against Westbrook. And that's good for Derrick Rose for three. Rose has got his second bucket tonight.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And so it's San Jose with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. An exceptional performance from Tim Duncan.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for San Jose, Kobe is out there with Rose. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Duncan. And it's DJ in at the 5. And Duncan gets it to go in. Duncan's got 10 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lobbed up there for Howard. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Tim Duncan. And I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
James outside. Rose against Westbrook. Over Rose. Westbrook, no good.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit. Passes
it to Kobe. The 3. And San Jose, another three.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Monk, and a lot of contact on that one, so and here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Los Angeles with some changes. Anthony's checked in for Howard. Horton Tucker comes in for James. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. And Monk drops them both. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for San Jose. Feeds it to KD. It's stolen by Anthony. Nunn wide open. Trains the three-pointer. Nunn's got 5 now.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times. Haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
So it's the Lakers now. Nunn passes to Horton Tucker. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And I tell you, the Brown, he might be the best player in our league. With that reach, you just throw it up around the rim, and he's bringing it home.
And DJ throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And it's the Lakers' ball. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anthony against Durant. On the wing, Monk. Got a piece of it.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
They get it back. Outside for Jordan. Lets it go from deep. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so it's San Jose, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Reeves in at the point. Kobe with the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now Davis from 18 feet away. Yep, that one goes in there.
And when AD's got that mid-range working, it just makes him all the more difficult to defend, showing off even more of his repertoire. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Again, Los Angeles.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
Rose, that's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that That's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Jordan with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And the rejection by James.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And with the lead, I like the strategy. strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for San Jose.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've consistently drilled that mid-range jumper as well, and that's really opened things up for them.
Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tim Duncan.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And the pass to Bradley. And it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. Tim Duncan is checked in for San Jose.
Tim Duncan.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
.106 left to play in the final quarter. Loads it up for Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
That's the court vision of Avery Bradley. Remarkable how he finds these wide-open teammates on a consistent basis.
And here's Rose outside. Rebound the Lakers. James outside. Shoots the three. None. That's good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
James against Jordan. The second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
Michael Jordan.
And the perils of trying to defend Jordan. Athletic enough to get anywhere he wants to go, and then tough enough to take the hit and finish.
James finds Davis. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. That one, no good. Now here's DJ, guarded by Bradley, and DJ throws it down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So it's San Jose picking up the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.